Hi, it's Craig from Scratch at 50. So I've decided to do another golf psychology series, but this time they're going to be in a lot shorter, more condensed format. So very easy to watch, very easy to quickly understand. Okay, let's get cracking. Right, in part one, we discussed process, in part two, we discussed routine, and in part three, we're going to discuss probably what's more difficult to do, and that is trying to play with a quiet mind. When you're playing well and you're full of confidence, you naturally play with a quiet mind because confidence breeds it, okay? But we've got to try and get into a situation where we play with a quiet mind as much as possible. Okay, now there's two things that influence us not playing with a quiet mind. One is technical thoughts and two is emotional thoughts. Okay, now let's deal with technical thoughts first. So technical thoughts is when we're actually over the ball and we're not actually concentrating on the shot in front of us, what we're trying to do, we're actually trying to think about what our golf swing's doing. So we might be saying, oh, you know, I need to get it outside the line, and then, you know, don't get over the top, and, you know, release my hands, you know, whatever it might be. You can't go out on the golf course, for me, all times on the golf course, but certainly on competition day, with technical golf thoughts. You must go out there and hit golf shots and not hit golf swings, okay? I'll give you a great example, because what happens is when you start to think about what you're doing technically in your swing is it takes all of your natural movement away from your golf swing, and I'll give you a great example of that. Let's just say that I put a beam on the ground that was 20 foot long and I asked you to walk across it. You would just go, absolutely no problem. And you just walk across that beam, no problem at all. When you came back, what then if I put that beam 40 foot in the air with no safety net and I asked you to walk across it? All of a sudden, fear has been introduced and I start to think about how I'm going to walk across that beam. I'm just not going to naturally do it. My movements become tighter, my movements become more spasmodic because, you know, I'm worried about being 40 foot off the ground. It's exactly the same with the golf swing. When we start to think about technical thoughts or we start to get nervous and tight on the golf course, it's because our movements, we lose that natural movement of our golf swing. So trying to play with a quiet mind, just swing the club. Just swing the club and just hit the ball. Okay, it's very, very important. So once you're playing by a process, like in one, and then you're doing your pre-shot routine, and then once you get over the ball, you just execute those two things. And then just hit the ball. Just hit the shot, okay? That is most important. I think that working out playing by process and then working out your routine is quite an easy thing to do. It takes a bit of time to bed it in, but I think everyone can do it. Playing with a quiet mind is a little bit more difficult, but you must allow your natural movements of your golf swing to allow you to try and hit the golf ball. And if you're thinking about what your golf swing's doing, you're going to take away those natural movements. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you're enjoying it. If you want to watch a lot longer, more in-depth video on playing with a quiet mind, then please click on this video that's going to appear right now.